Hello, this is me and Ashton's project on Wii Sports. So, most people have played Wii Sports. It came with the Wii. The first appearance we had of the game was in E3 2006, and a lot of people really loved it. Most critics said the game was the most original game at the E3 that year, and the software development of the game was made by Katsuka Ichugi at Nintendo Studios. So, yeah. Some innovations the game made was the introduction of motion technology, things like you can swing the racket, swing a sword, all that stuff. It really addressed the problem of people not really being able to get into gaming at the time because of things like a controller, understanding game mechanics. When you're given something like motion, it's more easy to understand. Like, if I tried to give you a controller and say, oh, the D-pad does this, the circle does that, it's more hard to understand than me just handing you something and saying, hey, you can get this controller, you can move it around. It's you controlling the game, not a controller. So with this new innovation, the whole gaming industry really had to rethink how they thought addressing to casual audiences. See, it's much easier to address to a casual audience when they have something they can relate to, this case being daily activities, things you've already done before in life, like sports, like the game Wii Sports. And it really changed how people thought about games, and as a whole, it just really innovated just another medium of game. Nothing has ever been done like it before, and it really just grabbed the attention of a lot of people and see what kind of technological advances we can really make in gaming. So with the success of motion capture that Nintendo made with Wii Sports, of course all the other companies are going to get behind it. Thus, this made the Kinect for the 360, where it kind of did a kind of Wii balance board thing, where it tracked your motion with a kind of light sensor bar in the middle. You'd move your hands and such, and it would input that into the game, just like the Wii. And also, the PS3 did the same thing, but instead of having that capture bar, it actually had a controller similar to the Wii Remote with a kind of light stick reactor at the end that you would use for motion capture games. And just because that influence of that one game is kind of like a tech demo for Nintendo Wii, it made a whole new market of motion capture for other game consoles. Some games just ran straight off motion, some worked with motion. It really opened the door to a whole new media of game no one's really ever seen before. And it really just fleshed out what a game could really be and the definition of a game at hand.
A big question that Lance and I had to answer was, why did we pick Wii Sports out of all the other games that were available for the Wii? Well, there's quite a handful of reasons which I'll be explaining. The first reason why me and Lance wanted to do a project on Wii Sports was because we both wanted to find some sort of common ground. The common ground came from our childhood. That childhood was just playing games, in which we both owned a Wii, and we both had the Wii Sports game. And so, this brought us closer with our families, which just held great values for both of us. And is one of the reasons why we chose to do Wii Sports as a project. The second reason is that we wanted something unique about the game instead of being your basic controller pressing button game where you just press A, B, X or something like that. This would make C++, like the language for the Wii, be highlighted a key part for the motion controller. Being able to just what Lance said in the past, control the screen with just your movement was just mind-blowing for us. The third and last reason was that, stated by Lance in the past, it was really simple and user-friendly. All you need to do to play the Wii Sports was just, press a few buttons, but mostly a whole lot of arm movement. Everyone was comfortable with this motion and with the movement, as all you need to do was just mimic like you were playing this real-life sport. It's really interesting to see how a company was able to sneak in fitness into a fun game. Overall, if computer science keeps evolving, technology will become a lot more physical. That statement itself is a positive advancement, as you can keep exercising and still have fun while doing it.
Hey Lance, you got Wii Sports?
Nah, man, my sister took it.
What we gonna do then?
I mean, I got pool noodles.
That'll work.
2, 3, go. Ah! 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 Ah!